Hello and welcome to a Broken Binding unboxing featuring what is either Sunbringer by Hannah Kaner or Perdido Street Station by China Mieville. I think it's Sunbringer, but they didn't actually specify on which shipments, which were within days of each other, was within each tracking number. So it's one or the other. And like I said, I'm thinking it's Sunbringer, which is fine. I'm excited either way. It is Sunbringer. Hence the wafer sticker saying Sunbringer. So Godkiller from last year, 2023, which was Hannah Kaner's debut, was probably one of my favorite reads of the year. Godkiller was just such a great fantasy adventure. I like good dark fantasy, and it was pretty dark. It's like, hey, what if gods are roaming the world? You know, it's a world full of gods, but gods are greedy, as one might expect the gods to be. And, well, it follows three primary main characters. I mean, there's other main characters as well, but it follows Inara, who's a noble daughter who finds herself, ever since she was young, inextricably connected with Skedi, a little god of white lies. They can't bear to be apart from each other. It follows Kissin, who was the titular god killer. She's a mercenary going around killing gods. I am only a god killer, said Kissin quietly. And then you have Eligast, who is a knight on a quest to save his king. And it is a hell of a read. I did a book review on my channel. If you haven't checked that out, you should check that out. It made me very excited for the sequel here, Sunbringer. I can't really talk about what's going to happen in Sunbringer for two reasons. One, I haven't read it yet. And two, I can't tell you like how the thing is going to start because that would be spoiling Godkiller. So you should go read Godkiller. So this is the Broken Binding edition. I know Illumicrate did their own edition. I think everybody, every small press, or every small little publisher or book club did their own edition. But I had purchased Godkiller through through Broken Binding here. So, oh, I forgot to... what was the city? Was it Talicia? I think it was Talicia. There was a mistake in Godkiller. I actually pointed out in my video as well that they had it spelled wrong. I think they had it spelled Talika without the I. So they did fix it for the sequel here. I can only assume that they saw my video and I was the only one to point that out. But anyways, that's fixed now. So this is signed by Hannah Kaner there. This is number 182, which should match my the first book, Godkiller. But I forgot to check that, so I don't know. Of 750 copies. Now, this is not sold out yet. Godkiller is, so you'd have to go to the secondary market if you want to find Godkiller. But you can still go to thebrokenbindingsub.com and pick up a copy of Sunbringer. Then you'll have at least one of the two books. But like I said, you could find probably signed or little fun editions of this through any means. So it looks like we're still following Inara, Eligast, and Kissin. And Skedi, the little god of white lies. They each have their own little icon there. Kind of like a shield or the coat of arms. And then Kissin, who is, like I said, the badass god killer herself. It's also kind of refreshing. She's a not that I feel underrepresented by any means, because I do have both legs. But Kissin does not have both legs. She is an amputee. So it's kind of cool to have a main character who has physical barriers to get over, and it can't be easy having missing limbs in such a world populated by gods, where there's no Disabilities Acts helping people traverse. So you're riding your horse and you're going on going off-roading. Anyways, very excited to dive into Sunbringer and see how Hannah Kaner follows up one of my favorite books of 2023. Oh man, it was so good. So good. Like I said, check out that book review. I will admit, I didn't read a ton of books last year that were actually published in 2023. I only probably read a couple. Midas was one of them. I think How to Sell a Haunted House was technically 2023. And then Godkiller. They were all fantastic. But, I mean, of all the books I read, which included a lot of books published prior to 2023, they stood above even most of those. So if you're a big fan of dark fantasy, a little bit of grim dark for you, check out Hannah Kaner. It's good. I will be diving into this very shortly, and once I do, and once I've read it, I will give a book review. So please consider subscribing to the channel to check out the book review when that comes out. Broken Binding still has copies available. I believe Illumicrates is sold out, but like I said, you're probably going to want to find whatever one matches your copy of Godkiller if you do get a small press edition of Godkiller. Or you can just get a signed or regular trade edition. I mean, you don't have to get a fancy edition. You can just watch my videos and live vicariously through me. That's fine too. I got plenty of unboxing videos from a lot of small presses and a lot of Broken Binding books on the channel, so you can continue watching those. So anyways, check out the Broken Binding, check out Hannah Kaner, and we will see you around next time.